If you weren't woken up by the wind howling last night, it wouldn't have been long until you came across images of damage caused by it in the early hours of the morning. Both of today's flights were diverted and there were dramatic scenes as scaffolding fell askew. This was secured a few hours later and no one was hurt. At Europa Point, though it wasn't raining, a salt water storm was unfolding as strong swells battered the area. Down at Devil's Tower Road is where many, including myself, were bearing the brunt of it.
Well, it seems like we really might have spoken too soon when we said what wonderful weather we were having for the winter months. The severe weather warning for gale force winds is in full swing, and here at Devil's Tower Road you definitely get the worst of it. We've seen people, fighting against the wind not to fall over. People are waiting in the bus stop trying to get into town and really getting impatient with the weather. As bikes have driven past this road, some have actually flown into the E1 building behind me. And when we ran into the fire and rescue service earlier, they said they're primarily dealing with debris that's falling in trees and landing in places that could pose a hazard to the public.
The advice has been to avoid going out if possible, but some have decided to brave it.
It's because I'm elderly and it blows you over. If possible, but unfortunately not today.
Just be careful on the bike, make sure not to go too fast, especially down Devil's Tower and mid-harbours.
It's not so bad really. We live up by the lighthouse anyway, up that end of Jib.
It's horrible, it's very dangerous.
Too much windy, very dangerous.
Maybe Devil's Tower Road, that can be a bit worse than others, but apart from that, no.
I think, I'm a summer person, I just can't put up with this, accustomed to going to El Quarry.
It's horrendous, it's horrible. I'm just trying to get back home, have a warm shower and stay in.
The weather's horrible, apart from that. Yeah, we've been getting lousy weather. We are of an age now that could easily catch flu or whatever,
It's quite blustery today, the flags have been blown over God knows how many times.
It's freezing.
The fire and rescue service were quite busy in the morning, though this eased as the day went on.
Well, this morning was very windy. We've received a couple of calls. One we attended to where a really quite considerable large piece of garden furniture had blown off a terrace or a patio and landed on a tree, so we had to go and make the area safe to ensure it didn't fall on anyone. We've also had reports of people along Devil's Tower Road by the new E1 complex have actually been blown off their motorcycles. So following on from that, the wind is predicted to get worse this evening, so we would say to the public this evening, limit travel if you can, only go out if you need to, be sensible.
There is also the small matter of a 178-metre bulk carrier beached in our rather choppy waters. GBC was told that the weather hasn't caused any significant impact on the wreck so far, but that the government is monitoring the situation. Though winds appeared to ease, we might not have seen the worst of this weather just yet.
High seas are forecast to peak tonight at about 5.5 metres. The last time we saw high seas of that level was in April last year, where Cat Bay, right behind me, was battered and left with a lot of damage. Meteorjib expects that we could see some coastal damage tonight.
Meteorjib's flash warning for severe gale force winds is in place until 9 a.m. tomorrow. A great excuse to get cosy at home and relax. However, if you do need to head out, be sure to take care.